Our world is a tapestry of wonders, a vast expanse of oceans dotted with countless islands. Many are familiar to us, bustling hubs of life, tranquil holiday retreats, but scattered across the globe, hidden by mist and distance, are other islands. Places that exist on the very fringe of our understanding. These are not destinations you find in travel brochures. They are enigmas, wrapped in secrets, and guarded by nature or by human design. Join me as we embark on an extraordinary journey to the planet's most secluded corners. These are the world's most mysterious and unexplained islands. How many have you heard of? In the desolate expanse of the South Atlantic lies the most remote uninhabited island on Earth, Bouvet Island. It is a fortress of ice, a volcanic remnant almost entirely covered by a thick glacial cap. No one knows what really happened here. In 1964, a survey team stumbled upon something impossible, an abandoned lifeboat, with no sign of a ship, no wreckage, and no survivors. How did it get here? Thousands of miles from any known shipping lane. In what was once the Aral Sea, straddling the border of Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, lies an island with a truly terrifying legacy. Vozrojdeniya, which translates to Rebirth Island, is a name steeped in bitter irony. This island has secrets buried deep in its past. Under the utmost secrecy of the Cold War, the Soviet Union transformed this isolated outpost into the world's largest open-air testing ground for biological weapons. Although a massive international effort was undertaken to decontaminate the anthrax burial sites, the island remains a chilling reminder of humanity's capacity for self-destruction. Far out in the equatorial Pacific, south of the Hawaiian Islands, lies a string of islets that perfectly fit the description of a tropical paradise. Palmyra Atoll is a breathtaking spectacle of lush green vegetation and turquoise lagoons. Yet, beneath this idyllic veneer, Palmyra harbors a dark and unsettling energy, a history stained by superstition, violence, and inexplicable events. Linked to conspiracies and unsolved crimes, Palmyra Atoll is a remote paradise with a dark reputation. Its most infamous chapter is the 1974 disappearance and murder of a wealthy couple. Off the coast of Brazil, there is an island so dangerous that the Brazilian government has forbidden anyone from landing there. This is Ilha da Queimada Grande, more commonly and chillingly known as Snake Island. Locals refuse to set foot on this island, for good reason. The island is the exclusive home of the golden lancehead pit viper, one of the most venomous snakes in the world. Scientists estimate a population density of at least one snake per square meter in some areas. Home to thousands of deadly vipers, it's forbidden to all but a few scientists. At first glance, the island of Okunoshima in Japan's inland sea appears to be something out of a fairy tale. It's a place where hundreds, maybe even thousands of friendly, tame rabbits roam free. The island has been affectionately nicknamed Usagi-jima, or Rabbit Island. But this charming facade conceals a history so dark that it was once erased from official maps. This place hides a secret past as a chemical weapons facility. During the Second World War, Okunoshima was the center of the Imperial Japanese Army's secret production of poison gas. From 1929 to 1945, tons of mustard gas and other chemical agents were manufactured here. Imagine living in a place where your nearest neighbors are over 1,500 miles away. This is the reality for the inhabitants of Tristan da Cunha, a small group of volcanic islands in the South Atlantic. Officially, the most remote inhabited archipelago on Earth. The main island, home to the entire population of fewer than 300 people, is a towering volcanic peak rising from the sea, a tiny speck of life in an endless ocean. To reach Tristan da Cunha is an epic undertaking. There is no airport, no tourist hotels, and the only way to visit is by taking a week-long boat journey from South Africa. No list of mysterious islands would be complete without Rapa Nui or Easter Island. This remote Chilean territory in the southeastern Pacific Ocean is world famous for one reason: the moai. Nearly 900 colossal stone statues stand silent vigil across the island. They are haunting, majestic, and their existence poses one of the greatest archaeological puzzles of all time. How did a small, isolated society muster the resources and engineering prowess to carve, transport, and erect these giants? The story of its civilization is a cautionary tale of brilliant artistic achievement, followed by environmental collapse. What happened to the trees? What caused the population to dwindle so dramatically? Rising from the sea off the coast of Nagasaki is a concrete monolith that resembles a battleship. This is Hashima Island, more famously known as Gunkanjima or Battleship Island. For nearly a century, this was one of the most densely populated places on the planet. But in 1974, when the coal ran out, the mine was closed, and the island was abandoned almost overnight. Today, Hashima is a ghost city, a concrete skeleton left to crumble. To walk its deserted streets is to step into a post-apocalyptic world, where personal belongings lie where they were dropped decades ago. In the Bay of Bengal lies an island so insulated from the outside world that its people are among the last uncontacted tribes on the planet. This is North Sentinel Island, part of the Andaman chain, and it is a place where time seems to have stood still. The Sentinelese people have lived here for an estimated 60,000 years, a society completely untouched by modern civilization. They are hunter-gatherers, living as their ancestors did millennia ago. Any attempt to make contact has been met with hostility. Outsiders are strictly forbidden, a policy enforced not only by the Sentinelese themselves with bows and arrows, but also by the Indian government. Adrift in the Indian Ocean, belonging to Yemen, is an island that looks as though it was plucked from a science fiction film. Socotra is a place of breathtaking strangeness, an ecological treasure trove so isolated that a third of its plant life is found nowhere else on Earth. The most iconic of these is the dragon's blood tree, an incredible umbrella-shaped plant that oozes a dark red resin, the dragon's blood of legend. Alien-like plants and bizarre landscapes make Socotra one of the world's strangest and most precious islands, a fragile, living laboratory of evolution. Off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, lies a long, slender crescent of sand that barely rises above the waves. This is Sable Island, a wild and windswept place with a fearsome reputation. Known for its wild horses and shipwrecks, Sable Island is a windswept mystery. For centuries, it has been known as the graveyard of the Atlantic. Shifting sandbars and persistent fog have made it a notorious trap for ships with over 350 recorded wrecks. The island is also famous for its population of wild horses, descendants of animals from shipwrecks or confiscated from Acadians, a rugged and beautiful symbol of the island's untamed spirit. In the serene waters of the Venetian Lagoon, a short distance from the bustling canals of Venice, lies an island with a history so dark it is said to be one of the most haunted places on Earth. This is Poveglia. Its soil is rumored to be mixed with the ash of countless human remains. During the devastation of the bubonic plague, it became a lazaretto, a quarantine station where the sick and dying were sent to live out their final, agonizing days. It is said that over 160,000 plague victims were burned and buried here. Rumored to be haunted, this island was once a quarantine station and plague hospital, and today it is strictly off-limits to the public. How can an island that appeared on maps for centuries simply cease to exist? This is the baffling mystery of Bermeja Island, a phantom landmass that was once charted off the coast of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. For over 400 years, cartographers included this small island in their maps. But when modern surveys went looking for it in the late 20th century, they found nothing but open water. Bermeja had vanished. Once on maps, now vanished without a trace. Did Bermeja ever really exist? Theories range from a simple cartographical error to the island being submerged by rising sea levels. More sinister conspiracy theories suggest the island was secretly destroyed to alter international maritime rights. In the eastern Pacific, hundreds of miles from any other land, is a tiny, ring-shaped coral atoll. Clipperton Island is one of the most isolated places in the northern hemisphere. Its story is a harrowing tale of human ambition, folly, and the brutal indifference of nature. When the Mexican Revolution broke out, the island was forgotten. Its supply ships stopped coming. The inhabitants were left to starve. A lighthouse keeper declared himself king and terrorized the remaining women and children. A remote coral atoll with a history of shipwrecks, mutiny, and mystery, Clipperton is now uninhabited by humans. It is a stark monument to a forgotten tragedy, a place where the crabs are the only kings. Just 17 miles from the tourist-filled shores of Kauai lies an island that operates in a world of its own. This is Niihau, the smallest of Hawaii's inhabited islands, often called the Forbidden Island. It is not forbidden by government decree, but by its private owners, the Robinson family, who purchased it from King Kamehameha V in 1864. They have maintained it as a private refuge. Access is almost impossible for outsiders. There are no paved roads, no hotels, and no plumbing. The residents live a simple life, largely without electricity, speaking Hawaiian as their primary language. Our voyage is at an end, but the mysteries of these islands endure. From the icy tomb of Bouvet to the living paradise of Socotra, each island tells a unique and powerful story. They are echoes from the edge of our world, reminding us of nature's formidable power, the depths of human history, and the secrets that still lie hidden. These places are more than just geographical coordinates. They are repositories of wonder, of fear, and of unanswered questions that continue to captivate our imagination. They serve as a potent reminder that our planet has not yet given up all its secrets. In an age of satellite imagery and global connectivity, it is humbling to know that there are still frontiers. These islands are a challenge to our understanding, proving that mystery is not just a feature of the past, but an enduring element of our world. The Earth is vast, and its capacity to surprise us is truly without limit. We need only to keep looking and to keep wondering, which island intrigued you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more mysterious discoveries.